Most men are raised on a lie. We are told that honesty is the only policy, that loyalty is always rewarded, and that being a good person is enough to win. But if you look at the history of those who actually built something lasting, you see a different pattern. You see the shadow. The reason your ambitions die the moment you speak them is not just psychological. It is social. The moment you announce a goal, you create a target. You invite the world to measure you, to judge you, and most dangerously, to envy you. Robert Greene warns us in the 48 Laws of Power that the people closest to us are often the ones most unsettled by our growth. They don't want you to fail, but they definitely do not want you to outpace them. When you speak your dreams, you give the people around you the coordinates they need to sabotage you. Let us talk about the envy trap. In the Bronx Blueprint, we understand that a circle is either a fortress or a cage. Most men have cages. Envy is the only emotion that has no upside. It is a silent, corrosive force. When you tell a friend about your new business or your new promotion, watch their eyes. For a split second, before the smile appears, there is a flash of resentment. That flash is the shadow. Napoleon Bonaparte understood this perfectly. He didn't rely on the loyalty of his friends. He relied on their self-interest. He knew that a friend who feels inferior will eventually become a traitor. He maintained a level of mystery even with his closest generals. He knew that if they understood his why, they could eventually dismantle his how. If you want to survive the climb, you must learn to hide your intentions. You must become a ghost in your own life. This brings us to the law of absence. There is a common mistake made by the modern man, the belief that being available makes you valuable. In reality, the opposite is true. In economics and in power, value is a function of scarcity. If you are always the one to answer the phone, always the one at the party, and always the one ready to explain your actions, you are a commodity. You are cheap. The imperial ghost is the man who knows when to vanish. By removing your presence, you force others to realize your worth. You create a vacuum that only you can fill. When you are gone, people talk about you. They wonder about you. They respect you. Presence creates friction. Absence creates legend. Think about the most powerful man in your industry. Does he post every hour? Is he accessible to everyone? No, he is a ghost. He appears only when it is time to strike. When you finally do step into the light to negotiate, you must master the illusion of choice. A sovereign never asks for what he wants. He presents the world with options that all lead to his victory. This is the ultimate shadow move. Whether in a boardroom or a relationship, if you give someone a direct command, they will resist. Human nature loathes being told what to do. But if you give them two paths, and both paths serve your end goal, they will choose one and feel like they are in control. They feel like the master, but you are the architect. This is how you win without the battle Sun Tzu spoke of. You are not forcing the door. You are simply making sure that every door they open belongs to you. The shadow laws are not about being evil. They are about being effective. They are about protecting the inner citadel that Marcus Aurelius wrote about 2,000 years ago. Stop leaking your power to people who haven't earned it. Stop explaining yourself to people who don't matter. The power of less is about one thing: reclaiming your sovereignty in a world that wants to keep you average. Build in the dark. move in the silence, become the ghost